Howdy folks, Dreadshells here, and welcome back to World of Tanks. I hope all of you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be looking at a game that I had in the M22 Locust on Siegfried line assault. And like the last video that I showed in the Tier 6 Swedish Premium Medium tank, the STRV, gifted to me very generously by Tanza. This is also another thank you gift video for someone gifting something to me on my EU account. A user by the name of Moses Kriebel generously donated me the M22 Locust on my EU account. So this video is a way of saying thank you to him. Thank you very much, Moses, for your generosity in donating this tank to me, and it will actually be pretty useful as I'm currently grinding a crew for my T-37, the Tier 6 American Scout tank, and I currently don't have 6th Sense, so I'm working on that, and camo at the moment on that crew. So playing this tank from time to time and getting the doubles will help accelerate that and make a little bit of credits. So thank you very much for your generous gift, and I will be showing this game, as it is the first ace that I've had in the M22 Locust on my EU account. So let's just get started. And now we are in a Tier 4 game, like I said before, on Siegfried line assault. The M22 Locust can see up to Tier 5. So this is not the best matchmaking, but not the worst as far as tiering is concerned. Pulling up here to the ridge line to see if I can spot stuff on the B and the C lines, but unfortunately my plan gets changed by some early aggressive play by the A20 on the enemy team, and some really bad reaction time there. Was going to try and be creative and experiment with the pine tree here right in front of me to give me camo rating. To see if I could just spot from passively from stealth the B line ridge. And Artie takes a swing at me and luckily misses. Now another A20 on the enemy team has pushed his way into the A5 bunker there. Got a couple shots into him, but he's able to get into cover there. So now that we are flanked, I have to reposition myself. You'll find that a lot of battles at the low tiers here are really chaotic, and as most of the players are fairly new to the game, only having sometimes not even 100 battles under their belt, and they're still learning the positions and whatnot, so they don't know that a certain position is dangerous or whatever. So usually not as structured as the higher tier games. Although, of course, higher tier games can be also chaotic. Get a nice shot into the back of the A20 there, and luckily light him on fire there and secure the kill, so we don't have to shoot him again. Trying to reverse back into cover there and have a derp moment of driving. Now, a couple of the enemy tanks here, the Covenanter and Cruiser Mark IV, along with the original A20, are pushing over our 5 line. Finally connect a shell there on the Covenanter, missed my first 2 shots on him. Reload some premium here for the Valentine II, as the Valentine II has pretty decent armor. Really bad lazy auto-aim shot there, as the Valentine II had driven behind the bunker here. And I'm about to make a really bad decision here of trying to trade with the Valentine II in a moment. Unfortunately, those 3 tanks on the enemy team in B3 are in cover. Really bad shot there into the Valentine II's angled armor, but it was really bad of me there to sit there deliberately and try to trade with him to secure the kill. And I didn't even get to secure the kill because of my poor aiming. So luckily the Artie on my team finishes him off, but we traded really badly there with the Valentine II. The M22 Locust doesn't have a lot of HP. Even at low tier games, most tanks don't have a lot of HP. So, and the games are fairly short because of that. The survivability of tanks is very low compared to the DPM and the alpha of tanks. Tanks can get one shot or killed in just a few seconds because of how much hit points tanks have. As you can see here, I've been only shooting at that Electo for like 10 seconds and he's almost dead. So unfortunately now I don't have a lot of HP to play with because of my my poor decision making earlier. And currently we're down 2 tanks. Now I'm relocating back up here to try and intercept the couple tanks that went out into the field here, and supporting the DW2 at the same time if I can. Relocating back up here, I know that our M37 is probably going to die to this A20, but I want to try and get some shots in while I can. Really bad lead there. Finally, my marksmanship is a little bit better there. Hit the angled side of the A20 there. The A20 actually has really decent armor, believe it or not, for a low tier tank, if it's angled properly. And I'm actually thinking about doing an A20 versus T50 video down the road, maybe in the pretty close future here, if I can find the time to sit down and get enough footage of those 2 tanks. It's kind of interesting, the statistics of both of those tanks. Get a shot into the Cruiser 4, and the DW2 on my team also gets a shot into him, so now the Cruiser 4 is down to around 100 HP, but now I'm in a pincer between the M8A1 and the Cruiser, and luckily the M8A1 misses me with this first shot, and now I have to try and get myself out of the pincer here, and nothing but the mobility of the Locust here is keeping me alive for the moment. The Locust is actually a very, very mobile tank. It also has really good camo rating, which is even more powerful considering the tier of the tank that it is. Tanks at tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 usually don't have very good base view range to begin with, and taking into account the fact that the players at those tiers usually don't have very good crews in their tanks because they're starting through the line for the first time, it means that the camo rating of the M22 Locust is extremely good. Now waiting here to see if the M8A1 was going to drive into the middle gap of the city, but he's not. He's pushing around towards the north side of the wall here. As you can tell here, I don't have 6th sense yet, like I said before. Now, I may have been spotted earlier here, but I'm fairly confident that I'm not spotted now, as this stand of trees is between me and the M8A1, so now I'm just using that as cover. Unfortunately, bounced the second shot there on him, and do another lead there on the M8A1. The Cruiser 4 here probably spotted me that whole time, and I just didn't have 6th sense. Trying to kill him here before he gets into the city and somehow magically bounce off the back of a Cruiser 4. I have no idea why. And now it's just me versus 3 Arty and an M8A1 and a one-shot Cruiser 4. And unfortunately, as you guys can see here by the ammo count, I'm only down to 8 shells. I was a little bit reckless with my marksmanship throughout the game earlier, but I don't think I was too bad. I think maybe 5 shots could have been aimed better, and that may have been the difference in the game. But you guys can see here the Achilles heel, so to say, of the M22 Locust, and that is its ammo count. It only gets 50 rounds of ammo, I think, so you run out of ammo quite often in the M22 Locust, and if you're in a situation where you have to carry by doing your own damage. So unfortunately, I don't have enough ammo to win this game, as all the enemy already are full HP, and yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. And unfortunately, I tried to flank the Su-26 and was hoping that my traverse would decrease the accuracy. Of course, he has a turret, but I was hoping my traverse would make the bloom of his gum high enough to where he would miss when he fired. But unfortunately, that's not how it worked, and he was able to shoot me as I was trying to flank around him. Like I said before, I don't think I had enough ammo to win this game as it is. It would have taken 2 shots to kill the SU, a shot to kill the cruiser. That would have left me with 4 shells, and I think the M8A1 was still on like 100 hit points, so that would have taken another 3 shells. And I just did not have enough ammo to win this game. So maybe if I had been a little bit better with my marksmanship earlier in the game, and have been a lot smarter in my HP trades, particularly with the Valentine 2, maybe I could have won this game. But unfortunately, it was a combination of some of my mistakes plus my team not doing enough. So unfortunately, low tier games are a little bit chaotic. As you can see there, players are a lot more aggressive or a lot more conservative than they normally are, and it's a lot less structured. Players usually go up a little bit more YOLO at the low tiers, and I just didn't have enough time to make a good impact on this battle the way I wanted to. So unfortunately, this game was a loss, of course, but once again, like I said before, this was my first ace in the M22 Locust on my EU account, that is. And so I wanted to show this game and make this video as a way of saying thank you once again to Moses Kriebel, a viewer on my channel who donated the M22 Locust to me on my EU account. Thank you very much once again. I appreciate it a lot. Once again, not necessary, but it's very, very much appreciated. And thank you very much for doing so. Hope you guys enjoyed watching gameplay footage of the M22 Locust and get an idea for how it plays in the low tier games. Good luck out there on the battlefield, and take care.